All right, what's up, America? Feel like it's been a while since I made a video. Well, a vlog like this, it's been a week. It's been a pretty long week, been a pretty hectic week, and I'm going to try and keep this short because I am very, very busy today, and I got some client stuff in less than an hour, so I got to get ready for that. Got to shop, got to plan my workout routine for the rest of the week because that changes kind of weekly. I gotta go shop. I gotta do laundry. I got a lot to do. So let me keep this short and sweet. Um, good week in terms of progress. I know earlier in the week I was dealing with a cold, and in the middle of the week my back tightened up a little bit on me. So I took an extra day, extra 2 days actually this weekend, which actually allowed me to get a lot done in terms of a new program I'm working on for targeted at beginners for fat loss, which should be ready by the end of this week, and that's going to be available for the free 99. Um, yeah, like I said, hopefully by the end of this week or the beginning of next week. My intention is to run it so that people could start it on Mondays and be done with it in 14 days. So, man, still sick. Um, Got to find a way to kick this a little bit. My back feels a lot better. It did tighten up on me. Maybe you guys saw the video of me deadlifting a little bit, and I'm sure that had something to do with it, which is why I'm never probably going to deadlift again. And I know I've kind of said that before, but definitely now in like contest prep mode, um, you realize how much you can't do that you need to be doing um, that you simply can't afford to miss every now and again. Like this week, so I ended up having 4 training days, which were great, 3 rest days, which was too many, and that's the most rest I've taken in a week in months. Um, so it didn't feel great. My back is fine now. I plan on getting into the gym today, and training serves as active recovery anyway, especially for something like a lower back problem. So I'm going to get a lot of active recovery in regards of just low weight, body extensions, leg work, just getting down in a squat without much weight on my back and kind of get the blood going to that area, which will help a ton. So that's where things are in terms of training. I'm going to add an additional training day. So I was training 6 days a week, now I'm going to train every day. At least that's the plan. And then if need be, just reduce the energy intake on days where I find I can't make it to the gym, which is really simple. And that's what I advise for anyone. It's a simple form of calorie cycling. Um, so have your nutrition really based around the days you train because um, that's going to not enhance performance. It's going to benefit performance. And then on your days where you're not training, where you're not sending that signal to your body to grow or build new tissue, then you could back it off. And it's very simple to just um, I eat 4 times a day, so it's very simple for me to just go and get, some chicken and broccoli or some turkey and cauliflower or something 3 times, and then at night have, a protein and vegetable plus a little bit of bananas or white rice or sweet potato just before I go to bed because carbs, even on days you're not training, could potentially help you get to sleep quicker. Um, so yeah, that all is going very well in the gym. I'm going to be experimenting with something. This is something I wanted to tell you guys. So not only increasing the training frequency, but I'm going to be hitting every body part every day now, and just with a lesser volume. I responded very well to the 2 out of 3 format, um, but I'm planning on using. Sorry, this goes back to my back stuff too. Planning on using a lot um, more blood flow restriction work, especially for my hamstrings, um, because that will allow me to do some single leg work and also do some maybe some compound style work or hinging, but it will allow me to keep the load very low. The whole point of blood flow restriction training is to make training with very low percentages of your 1 rep max effective. And so it could be used for like a prehab or rehab, which Exhibit A. So I'm gonna be basically the plan is to go entirely blood flow restriction for my hamstrings, which would just be body extensions, which I probably wouldn't need to add any weight to, because body weight with blood flow restriction would be plenty, and single leg hamstring curls, which again with blood flow restriction you really only need about 30 or 40 pounds, especially if you're only doing single leg curls to make that effective. I will also be using blood flow restriction for, let's see, I already said hamstrings, quads, biceps, and I don't think I have any other like tricep work in my program at all, actually. I'll have to go back and look. But yeah, that's the plan for now. So I'm going to see how I could implement that in order to give me more longevity and bang for my buck. Just trying to find creative workarounds because, like I said, I'm never deadlifting again. Um, it's really not worth it just to feel like I can move heavier weight. Yay. Uh, so, yeah, and then what else am I changing? Not too much in terms of training other than giving myself that extra day and training every body part every day and giving that BFR. Okay, so diet-wise, coming up on 8:30 here, so I got to get going. Um, Diet-wise, going to be keeping the way my diet was structured on the 6 training days, and just giving that to all 7 training days this week, because even with 3 off days, my metabolism basically stayed as it was the week before based on my like calculations and stuff. So that means even with 3 off days, it was at about the same rate as it was the week before with 1 off day, which means if I did actually get into the gym the 2 days I wanted to, it would have been much higher. So that means it's still on the upswing, which is great. So I want to utilize, I want to maybe like if it ain't broke type approach. Um, so the macros from last week on training days is exactly what I'll be using for every training day this week. And like I often recommend people just shop based on your macros per week. So like literally what I do is I have like a spreadsheet, and it's going to be much simpler this week because I'm just copying over. But you program your macros per meal. You basically write in what foods that maybe start adding up to that, and then you just fine tune the math a little bit by changing the amount of grams. Say like you added 20 grams of carbohydrate, that equates to what, however many 100 grams of bananas or whatever. So you just play with your numbers a little bit, and like I also recommend to people, my rotation of foods is pretty short. It's not restrictive by any means, but um, it's like broccoli, eggs, macadamia nuts, beef, Greek yogurt, cashews, coconut, bananas, Brussels sprouts, turkey, white rice, almonds. 12 things. And then a protein shake every now and again if I'm taking an off day. So yeah, if you keep the circle tight, very easy to create and kill cravings based on what you just consistently give your body. So if you exert a little bit of what am I trying to say? It's too early for this. Control. Wow. You can come to find that you actually have a very high level of enjoyment with a small selection of foods, just like I am. I haven't really had anything outside of that little group of food in about 3 months ish, 2+ months, um, and I'm fine. It can be done. It's very easy. Highly recommend it. So not only does it make shopping more easier, um, It saves you money because you're not eating at restaurants, and it also makes your calculations a lot quicker because all you're doing across weeks is like, all right, well, I added 30 grams of carbs this week. Okay, that equals, 40 grams of rice additional. So I already have the rice in there. I just increase the amount in the template, and boom, there it is. Um, or hey, I'm reducing fat by 10 grams. Let me take that 8 ounces of cheese out or whatever. Very, very simple. So, yeah, like I said, my metabolism is still going up, and hopefully the rest days didn't really derail that all that much. I'm very excited to get into the gym, but I do have a lot of stuff to do, so I hope to get enough of that done. This should be in the next edition of the newsletter as well, which I'm really hoping can be out before I go to the gym. I don't want to release it at night. Um, But yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. Be on the lookout for that beginner program. I will keep everyone updated about it, and still have coaching openings. So holler at me if you are ready to get things going, and I will get you set up, and we could start within a matter of days and get you on the same track as I am. Again, I'm not a miracle worker. I'm not a superhero. It's just if you take the right data and you know what changes to make, you're going to succeed. It's just a matter of time. So um, the sooner people realize that, I think the sooner people can start respecting the process a little bit more instead of just being like, oh, I wish I could do this, but that's hard. Like, it's not really. It might be hard in that initial learning curve, but once you get it down, it's a lifestyle, and it's an easy one. So yeah, all right. So that is my vlog from week 6. Like I said, be on the lookout for my newsletter, the beginner program, and my coaching openings. More information about all that you can find on my website, tailor-madefitness.com. And I will talk to you guys soon, hopefully. Maybe another video, definitely an article. Oh yeah, I'll be writing one of those today. So keep an eye out. Take care.